What is up, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. So as usual, if you would, right out of the gate, hit that subscribe button. Don't even think about it. I work really hard. That YouTube algorithm will really push my content if I can get you to hit that subscribe button. So I would be very much appreciative. Thank you for that. So we are going to talk about Claressa Shields and how her intelligence level just seems to diminish more and more by the day. All right. And I'm not sure why this is. I don't know if it's too many blows to the head. Obviously, she's been boxing for quite a while. I don't know if there's some degradation there in terms of the cognitive function because of taking the blows to the head. I don't know. But I'm trying to figure out, is this woman just doing a little bit of trolling and trying to get up under people's skin just to get her name out there to stay relevant, that sort of thing? Or does she really believe these things that she's saying? Okay. She has challenged Jake Paul to a boxing match, which is just silly. Jake Paul's not the best boxer in the world. We know that. But if she gets even touched by one of those overhand rights, full power from Jake Paul, we will probably be talking about her funeral as opposed to her boxing ability and her cognitive ability, if you get my drift. So the first thing we're going to do is look at about a minute and 10-second interview where a reporter out in the audience asked her a question about possibly competing on a Jake Paul fight. She completely shunned that, said that's disrespecting to her just to ask her that, said the money wouldn't be there, this, that, and the third. And what she said surprised me so much that I actually looked up, what did Amanda Serrano make in her fight on the Jake Paul undercard? I wonder what she made, right? Because the figure that Claressa Shields throws out, I'm just like, wait, she's not serious, right? She's not serious. Anyway, I don't want to step all over the video. We're going to watch that one, and then we're going to watch a video where it's a feminist on the street talking about, oh, women should be able to compete in men's sports. They're just as competitive, this, that, and the other. Ironically enough, this woman looks like she's never touched a sport in her life, men's or women's sports. But that's neither here nor there. And then attached to that is the clip of the great Serena Williams, quite likely the best female tennis player ever, discussing how men and women's sports are completely different, and how if she were to get on a tennis court with somebody who had even close to the level of skill as her and was a man, she would get annihilated. Okay? Smart thing for her to say, because this is true. All right? And then after that, finally, we're going to polish it all off with the video of Claressa Shields being dropped in sparring by a male opponent. So first, let's watch that interview, and then we're going to react to it. Check it out.
Amanda Serrano got on a Jake Paul card, which was on Showtime. A lot of people watched that. Do you ever want to be on a Jake Paul card as well and maybe get that grand stage as she got? And, you know, they also call her the GOAT. Do you feel like you have some kind of challenge there with Amanda?
Don't ever disrespect me. I would never fight on the undercard of a Jake Paul. I'm a 3-time division world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist in boxing. I would never fight on the undercard of Jake Paul. And I don't know what Amanda Serrano purse was. I think it was like $75,000, $100,000. I would never fight another boxing match for that much money because I'm worth so much more. I'm a $1 million fighter, and before I get on the undercard of a guy that's having a circus show, you know, like, I'm a real boxer. Like, I can beat up Jake Paul at the weight class I'm at right now. So no, I would never fight on the undercard of somebody who does not possess the skills or the accomplishments that I have.
All right. So her comment in there about, I don't know what Amanda Serrano made. I think she made like 75,000 or something like that. I looked it up, guys. 8 mil. 8 mil. That's what Amanda Serrano made in her most recent fight on the undercard of Jake Paul Mike Tyson's fight against Katie Taylor. 8 mil. With Katie Taylor making around 6 mil. Okay? That's a little bit different than $75,000. Okay? So I first heard that and I was like, what? She, she, she's joking, right? She's trolling, right? She has to be, And then her ego is so fragile that she literally became upset with the reporter saying, "Don't disrespect me like that. I would never fight on the undercard of Jake Paul because he doesn't possess the skill that I do." Something, I guess she wouldn't lower herself to do that, I guess, is what she meant. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, let me get this right. So you're a prize fighter, but you wouldn't lower yourself to making $8 million? This is just not making sense to me. And now that I'm thinking about it, let's look this up. How much does Claressa Shields make per fight in her last fight? Let's look at how much she made in her last fight. Claressa Shields made her first $1 million payday in 2022 against Savannah Marshall in her 13th professional fight. Okay, so just a couple of years ago, she finally broke through the million status. She finally started getting paid more than $1 million. Amanda Serrano made $8 million in that last fight against Katie Taylor on the Jake Paul undercard. The Jake Paul undercard, the one that you're too good to fight on. Made 8 times what you made on your first $1 million payday. I mean, she's not the sharpest tool in the shed, guys. She's not the brightest bulb on the tree, if you get my drift. Haven't even gotten to the part where she thinks that she can compete with male boxers. Wait, what? What? Fair play. If you're just trying to keep your name relevant, if you know that it gets people worked up like it has me and it gets people all up in arms, and then people are going to talk about it and do videos about it and, give merit to it like I'm doing because I'm talking about it, fair play. Fair play. You know what? Fair play. Claressa Shields. The joke's actually on me now, isn't it? Right? Spending my time talking about it. And all in all, you're just fucking with us. Fair play. And if you were standing right in front of me now, I would shake your hand because you got me. Okay? But now we're going to watch the video where it has the woman talking about women being able to compete in men's sports, and then Serena Williams talking about how they absolutely cannot compete on the same level as men. So let's check that out.
Women's sports are highly competitive, often can compete with men at the same level and win.
What sports?
Like a woman playing against a man tennis player, you can see it being fairly competitive.
Actually, it's funny because Andy Murray, he was been joking about myself and him playing a match, and I'm like, Andy, seriously, like, are you kidding me? Because for me, men's tennis and women's tennis are completely almost 2 separate sports. So I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Because no, it's true. It's true. It's a completely different sport. The men are a lot faster. They serve harder. They hit hard. It's just a different game. And I love to play women's tennis. And I only want to play girls because I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you kill me.
I'm with you when it comes to tennis. I only want to play girls.
Yeah.
We got that going on.
Now, I just want to say this because inevitably, if I don't mention this, someone is going to come on the channel and say, "Oh, so you're saying you can beat Serena Williams in tennis?" I didn't say that. I would never say that. And that just doesn't even make any sense. It all has to do with relative skill level. I've played tennis maybe 10 to 15 times in my whole life. okay? And that was just like assing around with a friend. You know, I've never played serious tennis in a competitive sort of way. So obviously, somebody like me, I mean, I'll get my ass handed to me in a huge way against somebody like Serena Williams, okay? And likewise, would absolutely get outboxed by Claressa Shields in the ring. There's no doubt about it. But I bet she could knock me out. I bet I could eat her punches. I could. Is she pushing these buttons to troll, or is she really this delusional? Does she really believe that this is true, that she can compete with men? Well, the last thing we're going to watch is a clip that shows you and should show her that no, as far as physically, men and women are not created equal. Men are faster, men are stronger, men are bigger, and that does play a part, okay? If all skill level is the same, and I would say even if the male's skill level is a little more down here, you're still 10 out of 10 times going to lose that match, Claressa Shields, because you're not going to be able to take the punches of the man the way the man will be able to take your punches. Fair enough? So we're going to end it with watching her get clipped and knocked right on her back. I'm telling you. So let's watch this last one, and then we're going to react to it, and then I'm going to bounce.
Jab. Oh!
Something like this happens, and then she still has the nerve to get online and challenge Jake Paul in a boxing match. Listen, no one is saying that Jake Paul is the most skilled boxer. It's just so silly that I can't even believe I'm talking about it almost, that is so silly. You know, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, is she trolling us here? Does she really believe this? Is this just her way of getting into the conversation, you know, getting out there, getting into these articles, getting people like me to talk about her online? Is that what she's doing? Because if so, fair play to her. Fair play to her, and she's doing a great job, because when she says these things and she says that she wouldn't dare disrespect herself by fighting on the undercard of Jake Paul, knowing that she would probably make 8 times more than what she does in actuality fighting for championship belts. I don't follow. You don't like money? Is that what you're saying? Oh, principle over money. I got you. I got you. Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? Makes me think that she hasn't been asked. And you heard what Serena Williams said about tennis. That's tennis. Okay? That's tennis. A no contact sport. One person is on one side of the court. The other person is on the other side of the court. Each of them have a racket in their hand. And she still, being one of the best women's tennis players in the world, sat there and said, no, Andy Murray would, you know, murder me inside of 10 minutes. It's just not the same. Men are faster, stronger, they serve harder, all of these things. That's tennis, okay? Serena Williams, please gather this woman unto you, Claressa Shields being that woman, and please talk some sense into her, because she is making herself look so idiotic. All right? Yeah, share this, guys. Share it. Next thing you know, she'll be inviting me to the gym. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'll get in there and get pieced up for a few minutes for some views. I ain't got a problem with it. I sure don't. I sure don't. And I guarantee you I'd eat every one of her punches like a burrito. Anyway, I gotta go. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Like the video. Share it. You want to give your boy a cash donation? There's ways to support this channel, guys. Just look up under this video. See that little cash symbol where it says thanks? Thank me. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.